Welcome back everyone to Let's Play Let It Die. In the previous episode we were farming Tokyo Death Metro a little bit to get the kill coins necessary to buy the blueprint I just went and bought between episodes. Now between episodes what I did was I finished off farming the 30k required to purchase the blueprint from the guaranteed Gyakufunja store in Omoki on the store day. And today, well, we're actually, I'm recording this on the same date, so we're nearly at the reset time. It's in a few minutes, the tower is gonna shuffle. It's for me, it's 12 o'clock in the day that the tower reshuffles, and that's 12 o'clock Paris time. So the guaranteed Gyakufunja store on Omoki, the floors will shuffle, and that floor will just no longer be available to us in a few minutes. But it'll transition into the Golden Beasts day, so there will be a floor on the side somewhere where the guaranteed Golden Beasts will spawn. And those floors are basically rotating floors. They will disappear and make way for other floors. Some floors don't rotate and are always available. You have Ikigara, Imukawacho, Tamata. Just about every floor that's on the main elevator routes, that's on the line of the main elevators, will not rotate out. But side floors, many of those will be in rotation and will change as the days go by. So what I picked up on my quick run up to the store between episodes, I picked up a couple of materials, a couple of weapons I've not shown off yet, and of course the heavy hitter head blueprint, which is part of the armor that we're going to be trying to upgrade in this playthrough. Aha! I figured it out. So can we upgrade? Yep, it costs materials we have plenty of, that is perfect. So the next upgrade for the Metal Bat A will probably be away from now. Like we're not going to be upgrading that anytime soon. But we can go ahead and upgrade the heavy hitter head. That'll take a minute to upgrade. So we'll look at that again in a minute. I've unlocked a couple of new blueprints: Special Forces leggings, Special Forces vests, and the Special Forces beret. So I've got the whole Special Forces set available to me if I would so desire. Actually, I've got the materials to make to learn the hat. Go ahead and learn it. And the pants, why not? There we go. We still haven't got the DIY attack pants to +4 because we need 2 cotton for that. So yeah, we'll have to wait a minute on that. But we're getting the DIY the heavy hitter head, which is part of our main armor set that we use in this playthrough.
It's turned out well.
Hooray! Gonna upgrade that again.
Let's take a look.
And that'll take 3 minutes. And let's have a look on the clock. We're a few minutes away from the tower resetting. So I'll go over some. Oh, here's what the tower looks like now. It's got the guaranteed shop on Omoki. Now there's something I forgot to mention about the guaranteed store. On the Yakupuncha Tectonic Terror Day, the shop will have more things available than it normally should have. It'll have resources available from floors 10 to 20. So have resources available from the next tier of resources. Now that normally doesn't happen if you come across the shop naturally, when it's not a guaranteed shop day. So that's just another reason to keep an eye out for Tectonic Terror, indicated by a green piece of material that'll show up in your login while you're logging into the game. So definitely a good thing to look out for, gain some early advantage in the game. So I picked up some new weapon types that I had not, well, I picked up one new weapon type that we hadn't found earlier between episodes. Pick up the jungle machete on the way to the store for getting the blueprint. And it's actually a very fast weapon, and I think it also deals a good amount of damage. Yeah, let's see. Compared to the metal bat, well, the metal bat caps out at how much? I think it does good damage. I think it's a decently damaging weapon. It's also combos really fast, has a good mastery. It's a good weapon. Definitely something you'd want to upgrade as early as possible. And it's a slashing type. It deals slashing damage, which comes in handy against the next part of the game. Well, it might be a while before we get there, but it's definitely worth noting that it does slashing damage. It's one of the few slashing weapons early on in the game. Another one would be Buzzsaw Knuckles, also a slashing damage type. So, while I was going to pick up that blueprint, I'd increased the mastery level on the red hot iron. Doing pretty good on the hammer too. You'd want to get the mastery to 20 to have all of the abilities of the weapon available. So something new I learned on the red hot iron is its second attack, which is a skill, and that skill is parrying. So it's a parrying weapon. So you can, if you know the Dark Souls games, you could have a weapon in your right hand and a shield in your left, in the form of the red hot iron, which I don't think it costs any durability to use this attack. And it can't really be called an attack, because as you'll see in a minute, when we go back up the tower, we'll be using that to perfect guard. Which can come in handy for some quests. There are quests in the game where they will require you to perfect guard some enemies' attacks. Got a good amount of weapons available to me. So I think I'll sell the parasol shrooms. Got some leg armor. Okay. Yes, I've got a new mail. So, checking the clock, and it's a couple of minutes past 12, meaning that the towers have reshuffled, but we won't see that yet until we go into some kind of animation. I don't know if this one will do it. Successfully upgraded. Nope. I'm gonna check on the mushroom lady. Okay. And that wasn't enough to reset it. It's possible we could go up to the tower's previous rotation if it didn't reset properly. Let's see. Gamble's room. And the login bonus is a Express Day Taster Pass, which is great. Nice to be picking those up. Definitely make use of those at some point. So we've got 3-day Taster Pass. And we've got 2 death medals, so I'll go ahead and expand storage again, which is the main thing you'll want to be using death medals for, especially early game. Can't stress that enough. Got a new mail, and that new mail is probably the Captain Yotsuyama login bonus, and Kiwata Seto for the slots expansion, the login bonus, the Majin tips. Okay, let's check in on the shop again.
A masterpiece has been born.
Masterpiece has been born. Another masterpiece has been born. And another one. Okay, and we can further upgrade the heavy hitter head. So I'll do that.
Let's take a look.
And it'll take 5 minutes to upgrade this time, so I'm not gonna wait for it. Syncing with the server is what the beetle is doing. Gonna go ahead and sell our old leg armor, the gamble shroom. I think I'll show that off. Sell these guys. I don't think we're gonna be needing that many hammers. Stock up of you. I'll sell our weakest red hot iron. I'll sell the DIY attack head. So the armor has values on it. I may have gone over this already, but the leg and chest armor are purely defensive. They will increase your defensive capabilities. The top line of defenses will indicate the resistance to attack, basic attacks for enemies. It will show resistance to slash, blunt, pierce, and at the bottom level it will show your resistance to the elements, which are fire damage, electric, and poison. Now poison, I think I've mentioned this already, but poison resistance just stops, it lessens the amount of poison damage you take. It doesn't stop you from getting poisoned. Now the head armor, that's a whole different story entirely. The head armor will, of course, do defense. At the very bottom, see increase, so you'll take less damage, but it won't increase your defensive capabilities against certain attack types and elements. Instead, what the head armor does is it increases your basic character status, your basic attributes. So in the case of the DIY attack head, it increases our HP by 5%, and the icon below HP is dexterity. It increases dexterity by 9%. So we've got more health, and we'll do more damage with shooting type weapons. Now, in this playthrough, I'm not going to be focused on shooting type weapons. I'm going to more focus on physical weapons. So that 9% increased bonus does nothing for us. So we'll sell the DIY attack head and buy the heavy hitter head instead. Buying the heavy hitter head, which the bonuses this armor gives, this head armor gives bonus to the second icon, which is, I believe, stamina. Yeah, plus 5% stamina, so we can sprint and dodge and attack much longer before getting tired, and a bonus to strength, a 5% increase in strength. So I'll go ahead and get that armor. Doesn't offer as much defense value as our plus 4 DIY, but we'll get there.
Come back anytime.
We'll increase it steadily. So I've got the heavy hitter pants and the heavy hitter head, but the pants are salvaged. We haven't found the blueprint for that yet. So already looking pretty cool. Let's see, what have we got here? The gamble shroom. Let's go ahead and waste a bunch of rage. Cook our gamble shroom for, I don't know, maybe higher chance of success rate. I'll quickly have a look at the Rolodex, see what it says on the gamble shroom. Mushroom collection. Wait for it. There we are. They're slowly loading in. So we've got the red sting shroom. We picked up the other episode from defeating a scorpion. And the gamble shroom we got from the login bonus today. So its effects raw. Effects are lucky, HP, rage, gauge, full. Unlucky, frogify. And cooked, lucky, HP and rage gauge full. Unlucky, frogify. So it doesn't really tell us if there's a difference between cooked and raw, but I like to believe there's a higher chance of success when it's cooked. So let's go ahead and eat it. Lucky. So our HP and rage have been filled up. And what happens if we're unlucky? It's frogify, which we'll have to show off some other time. But it kind of just turns you into a little Gerro-Gerro. Are we good to go? I think we're just about set, actually. We're sorted. So it's still showing the previous day's layout, which can happen. Let's check out the fighter freezer. Now we've got all of our fighters in defense. Select. The fighter will be changed. Are you sure? Deployed fighters will be released. Okay. So if you select your fighter who's in defense mode, they will be taken out of defense. The floors are still not reset. That is a curious thing. Actually, if they're not going to reset them, then I'm going to go to the shop one more time.
It's turned out well.
Hey, hey. We can upgrade it again.
This one looks worthwhile.
Taking it from +2 to +3. And it costs 1 waste oil, meaning probably taking it from +3 to +4 will take us cost us 2 waste oil. So we'll have enough resources to increase that. Now the metal bat A costs us milk green, aluminium can. Nah, the only thing worth getting would be the milk green, and I don't think I'll have enough resources available to do that straight away. So let's just continue onwards and see if we can make some vertical progress, or at least start on it. Wait, I'm not fully prepared to go yet. I need to buy some weapons first. Now, I think I'll title this episode "Getting Ready to Climb, Setting Up," or something like that, because there's actually a lot of stuff you have to take into account before you start climbing the tower. You have to make sure you buy a bunch of armor and weapons, so you don't go up without any gear. Couldn't pick up some quests and take any rewards from your daily login bonus or the deathmobile before you head out. I think we're set now. We've got enough weapons on us. Actually, we're still not ready. If we're gonna go for any kind of challenging enemy, we're gonna need some attack shrooms or something. Got a bunch of resources and way too many aluminium scraps, so I have to sell a couple of those next time. But I'll take out a crush room and a grilled tough shroom and another crush room and some healing items. There we go. So we got a whole bunch of healing items, a decently strong armor set, bunch of weapons. And that should do it. Now, the reason I'm taking all these healing items and all these extra weapons is because we're gonna be going up against another mid-boss pretty soon. Looks like the tower's still on yesterday's rotation, but oh well, we'll just go up again anyway. Now, if the reset time for the tower shuffling passes and you return to the waiting room, the tower will definitely shuffle. Okay, from here on out we'll be making progress again. A lot of vertical progress. We've covered Tokyo Death Metro. This escalator seems to be locked to us. Yeah, still yesterday's rotation. Curious. So from here on in we'll be making much faster forward progress in the game. Oh, there's a hater. Take this time to equip our strong weapon. Take out some of the fodder using our machete. Now we haven't picked up the machete yet, so it's got no mastery and thus no increased attack. And we didn't kill anyone with it, so it's still at 1 mastery, I'd say. There we go. Raising our hammer mastery level. And the iron, I'll equip that in left hand. Okay, I'll show that off as well. Nice one. Bam. The third hit of the hammer does a lot of damage. Oh, an upgraded red hot iron. Nice. Don't pick that up. Be looking at every blueprint. And we found a stamp machine. So this is the 5th floor stamp machine. It may be the only one we still need to get 5 stamps in a row. Let's look.
3, 2, 1.
Boom. You got a new mail. Let's check it. From Uncle Def. 5 stamps in a row. Dear Senpai, it's me. Those stamps are coming in well, huh? I've slipped your reward for stamping 5 into the reward box. So go collect it. It's nothing much, mind. Well, later. I'm not sure what that will be. It wouldn't surprise me if it was death medals or something. Those are always a nice reward. So what have I got? I didn't bother buying a new hammer. Got the other hammers equipped. Got you. That's cool. Nicely upgraded. So go ahead and show off the parry attack for the red hot iron. I think I can hear a rat nearby. Get rid of you. Tales from the Barbs. You got pages 3 of volume 1. So let's give that a read. Check our Rolodex. In the collections, I believe. Here we go. Alright, so Delinquency trigger. Max's odd appearance made him a target for ridicule. One day a classmate called him Crab Man, and an enraged Max crucified him against the school wall. Thereafter, Crab Man became a taboo word. It's actually 2 words, so more like a taboo phrase. By using these terror tactics, Max had, by the age of 15, accrued a gang of more than 50 armed with modded hammers, drills, and chainsaws from the store. Whenever they smashed a rival gang, he'd hammer a nail into his jaw as a kind of trophy. Well, that's some kind of terrifying psychopath right there. Hope we never come across Max. Seems like a scary dude. Lonk. Okay, boxes. Majin warned us about these. What did he say? We have to break them or something? Because there can be kill coins in them. Not a blueprint. And kill coins. The silver chests are always worth going for. Great source of kill coins. And I believe also a chance of some blueprints. Another blueprint. Rubber crossbow. Stop giving that. I've already got it. Give me something I can use. Oh yeah, I forgot to show off the parry attack. Getting a little progress on that quest. Some parasol. So the parasol shrooms, we've picked them up quite often. They're part of the fungus in the sun event, and that's only on for the summer, I'm afraid. So if you're playing Let It Die after, you may not have access to these. Okay, so as you can see, it's a good way of getting perfect guard. You wait for them to attack, and then you press the... hold on. Not both at the same time. Just gonna clear this guy out. Boom. So he's attacking, and we parry. And it stays active for quite a while. So it starts up straight away for the perfect guard. So there's a quest relatively early in the game that will require you to gain 10 perfect guards in a row. Now you can try it with your regular guard, just pressing the defense button, like that, and like that. And I missed that one, so I messed up. I would have messed up the quest if we were on it. But the iron makes short work of that perfect guard 10 enemies in a row quest. Is that... oh yeah, this is the next escalator up. So let's go ahead and make progress. Reaching new heights, and we see a boss icon on the floor. New quest unlocked, a new mail, but we'll check that out in the next episode. See you all next time.